Hi everyone out there, this is Colin representing the Computer Repair King, and this is your tech tip of the day. Enjoy. Hi there, in today's tech tip we're going to look at a way to go ahead and speed up your computer. Super fast and super easy. Basically what happens is as you're surfing the internet and you download programs and you go to different websites, your computer starts to retain some information so that when you go back to those sites it's pulled up faster. Well, all this information is put into a temporary file which can take up memory and it can slow down your computer if it's not cleaned out regularly. So that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to go through, we're going to clean out the temporary cache, clean out the internet options, and make sure that everything's good to go so that it's running a little bit faster. Now what I did was I went to the start button down here, I went to control panel, brought this up here, and then I went to internet options. There we go. Now, under Internet Options, it brings up this window that says Internet Properties. If you want a different way to get there, you can actually go there through Internet Explorer. Once it pops up, you go to the little cog-looking icon over here on the right-hand side, and then you go to Internet Options here. That's an easy way to get to it as well. Now, under Internet Properties, you're going to have your home page, which you can go ahead and tell it what you want it to pop up with whenever you first go on to Internet Explorer or whichever browser that you're using. Down here we have browsing history that deletes all of your visited websites that you've gone to, and it makes sure that it clears it from the temporary cache so that it clears out that space. Let's take a look at the settings here. Now, under the settings, we can tell it so that it checks for a new version of stored pages. Remember, I said that Internet Explorer is storing those pages so that they pop up faster. And you can tell it so that it finds a new version. So, that way it can decide, okay, do I want to use the stored one or do I want to go with the new one? Or you can tell it to never look for it and it'll pull that cache every single time. I do not recommend this because if you do that, it's going to build up and you're not going to be able to clear it out as often as you want to. Over here, this is how big your cache is, 250 megabytes, which is pretty optimal. I mean, you don't want it too big, otherwise it's taking up most of your hard drive. And then here's the location of it. It's under Users, whatever your username is, App Data, Local, Microsoft Windows, Temporary, Internet Files. You can also do it this way. If you can't find the folder, you just go here to View Files, and it'll pull it up right away. That's the easy way to do it. What this does is it lets you look through here. You can see what's being cached, what's being saved on there. These cookies are set so that they pull up the website faster. They have your information on there if you tell it to remember your password, things like that. So there is a security issue here. You want to make sure that this is cleaned out pretty regularly. So we're going to go ahead and clear it by hitting delete. And when we hit delete, we're going to look at a couple of different settings here. What we want to get rid of: temporary internet files. We want to get rid of the cookies. We want to get rid of the history of websites that if we visited. We could get rid of download history. Form data. What that is when you type into usernames and things like that, it will go ahead and remember that username, or you start typing and it'll say, hey, is this the one that you want? You can go ahead and remove that. Remove passwords. This is a good thing to do because you don't want to have saved passwords on your computer unless you're the only one using it. And then ActiveX filtering and tracking protection data. What this is it detects what sites might be sharing details when you go in to visit. So if you visit a web page that you're buying items from, they may be sharing what items that you're buying with their benefactors so that they know, okay, this is what people are looking at. You want to go ahead and delete that as well. Alright, and that gets deleted. What that was a ghost window. It just popped up and it went away. There we go. Now all of that has been deleted. We're going to look over here at security. This should be set around medium high. Privacy, this is all set correctly. Pop-up blocker down here under privacy. You want to have your pop-up blocker on. What this does is if you click on a link and it takes you to a different site, sometimes those sites use advertisements to go ahead and get you to click on their items so that you'll go to another site. You don't want that to happen. So by having that pop-up blocker on, you don't have those advertisements pop up as often. Everything else in here you don't really have to worry about. The main thing is under the General tab, which is the first one that pops up. You want to go to delete browsing history, check everything that we just did, and if you're worried that it didn't get everything, you can always go back and delete it again. And the fact that it went that quick, I know that everything is gone. And by deleting that temporary file, your computer is going to run a lot more smoothly, and when you're online, you're not going to be going as slow whatsoever. Alright, and I hope you enjoyed today's tech tip. Don't forget to check us out on our website, thecomputerrepairking.com. You can also look at us on Facebook /Computer Repair King fans, and we're on Twitter @PC Repair King. And remember, when you choose the Computer Repair King, we treat you like royalty.